To start your mug, you need to get your 2 slab stoppers and a rolling pin and a chunk of clay. We need to make the thick clay as thin as the slab stoppers. Make sure your slab stoppers have both the white or clearish and the reddish taped together. Otherwise, they won't be the right thickness. As we roll out our slab, we'll want to make sure to flip it over frequently so it doesn't stick to the workboard. And check it with your template and make sure that it's stretching to the correct size and shape. Once it's big enough to fit the main portion of the slab mug, you can lay that out and cut it out. Your slab might be large enough to fit your base and your handle as well. If it's not, you can just use the excess after you trim out the main part of the mug to re-flatten and use for the base and your handle clay. Make sure as you're rolling out your slab that the clay is not on top of the slab stoppers at all, otherwise it'll change the thickness of your clay. If you'd like to draw a template onto your paper before you press it onto the clay, it will transfer with the non-washable Crayola marker. After you get your paper to lay flat, you're going to use a cutting tool to trim off the extra clay. And then if you didn't have enough to roll out your base, you can re-wedge it and roll it back out flat and then lay your base on top. When you go to cut your base, it's best to kind of cut in cross sections like you see here. It's really hard to cut a circle out of clay, so it's easier to trim off kind of in a straight line and just go around the whole piece. Once you're done cutting all your pieces, you're going to get a styrofoam tray and transfer all your pieces from your workboard to your styrofoam tray. At this point, you can begin gently pressing your textures into your long slab.